Alright guys, quick breakdown on the trade we just took. Looking at the high time frame, 5 minute, 15 minute, we're a bit downtrending over here, but if we go back we are a bit rangy. But for now it's downtrending, so we're looking for shorts. Then we zoom in. You can clearly see it swept some liquidity over here before doing another break of structure to the downside. So this will be a sweep, and let's say this is our break of structure. Then what we see over here is it swept and it left a clean order block. It isn't really on the 5 minute at least, it isn't really engulfing, but you can clearly see there's a lot of imbalance over here. So I expect to at least for the imbalance to at least get half filled or get tapped or something like that. This will be our order block. I was watching this whole zone. I sent this whole zone including imbalance, but if we go to the 1 minute, you can see it fills some imbalance and did a change of character here. When it only fills the imbalance, no chance I'm entering on a pullback on a 50% after a first change of character, so over here. So if it's in the imbalance, I want to see a double break, so I would enter here and then my stop loss would be above here. And as you can see, that's pretty big. It's almost 5 pips, so probably I wouldn't even enter that. So then I saw it entering the so it swept these highs and I saw it entering the refined order block. So let's delete this imbalance because that got filled. And we can go to the 15 seconds. Alright. Then we have another, so it swept this. Then we have a break of structure here, change of character I must say. But what it often does, after the change of character, it sweeps the highs again. And this was the sweep. And this is a clean entry model for me. As it sweeps, this does a fake change of character, it sweeps and then gives another confirmation on maybe the 1 second or something, then I just go in. And I entered somewhere after the sweep, somewhere here, tap me in a bit later. So I must say I entered on this candle down. My stops above. And that was the entry. For the take profits and the management, price was a bit choppy in the beginning of entering the trade. It didn't do a real break of structure to the downside over here, so I was a bit sweating when it came back into my red zone. And then it just slowly took off to the downside. This is mainly because it's US bank holiday, so volume is a bit lower and it's a bit more choppy. Sometimes it's very clean with bank holidays, but with this case in this entry it was a bit of choppy. But as you can see, it clearly melted. For my take profit, let's go to the 1 minute. It's more clear over there. My first take profit was the 50% Fibonacci. And as you can see, it clearly lines up with this line, and this forms an order block in a discounted zone, because your order block would be like this maybe. So this was my first take profit on a 0.5. I only took 5 lots off because I was pretty confident it would go lower. And as you can see, let me delete this one. As you can see, if you go to a higher time frame, there's imbalance over here. And this is a kind of order block on the higher time frames, maybe on a 50 minute. Nah, not clean. This was what triggered me for the take profit. Was I was watching, because it had so much volume dropping down, I was watching like a change of character on the seconds charts. And then I also noticed it took out IRL, the internal range liquidity, and it changed to the upside, so I took profit when it broke this high over here. when it broke this little high, because that gave a clear indication that we could expect a pullback, and I was just happy with my profits. As you know, I started the challenge on the funded trader. I must gain 10%. It's a one phase challenge, so I only got one phase. I must gain 10%, and this trade got me 3%. So yeah, I could only risk 0.5%, as it only had, the challenge only has 30 leverage, so not the usual 100 leverage. So I can go in with a very high lot size, and that's a bit hard on the second charts. So yeah, that was my take profit for 7.5 hour. As you can see, it also is in some kind of order block over here with the imbalance. So this was just the zone where I was looking for profits. So yeah, that's the call. We could go a lot lower. I'm just not going to take the risk to go break even again or take me out. Or I'm happy with this profit, so I took it. On to the next one, guys. Have a good one. Ciao.